Welcome back, people. We are back here continuing on the single cab, and today we are having a play around with this back bulkhead, and it is quite rusty along the top edge here. You can see there a little bit pretty bad in that area there, and I've just gone and scribed a line on this bit of sheet steel. We have to add a little piece. You can see where we've cut it out. So I've got to chop that out, weld that bottom piece in, clean it up, and then obviously the top is going to be a bit of a problematic area to fix, but we're going to come up with a different plan. I don't think we're going to try to weld this because it's just going to keep blowing holes all the way through it. We might do some fibre fill on that and see how we go. I mean, we're going to leave this ratty, so we're not going to paint the whole thing blue. But anyway, that's going to be today's job, so we're going to continue with that. Paul's inside. I don't know what he's doing, baking some more bread for me.
Yeah, sourdough's ready.
he's got it ready. And then yeah, we'll get that. We'll probably use some panel bond to glue that bulkhead onto here, and also obviously crimp over the edge as well. We don't really want to start welding on this now. Yeah. Anyway, we'll continue. So let's get set up and get moving. Okay, so that bottom piece is all done. We've just done a quick little repair. Got a couple of little spots, but it's going to work out quite nicely. The next thing we have to do is we've just still got a little bit of rust on the back side of this lip in here, just inside there, and you know there's a whole heap of holes here too. But you know, in order for us to you know, try and fix this properly, it's going to be an absolute pain in the neck to, you know, cut this whole top section out, get the radius right, and it's too hard. You know, we don't want to go and replace this whole panel because we're going to lose that beautiful patina on this side. So what we're going to do here is just actually put some gaffer tape on the front side and then fill it with fibre fill on the other, and then go back over it with some paint with the airbrush, just to try and match all this rusty bit. So it'll add structure to, you know, the back of it, and they're only pinholes, so it's not a big deal. You know, the bottom part's all got all its structure back again, so it's really just to try and preserve the look of this more than anything else. So that's what we're going to do next. We'll just clean it up and fibre fill. And if people don't know what the fibre fill is, it's actually just a resin with chop strand fiberglass mixed up, and I think they put some stainless steel powder in it too. So it's quite a strong stuff. It does work quite well, and I've used it before. And you just backfill it with that. So you know, it'll just obviously block all the holes off, which is we don't want to be driving down the road with some Swiss cheese single cab. So that'll you know, fix all that up. But yeah, we'll just block all these holes up, and then we can panel bond and crimp over the edge and get it back into position there. It's definitely going to be a bit of an odd sods sort of looking thing, but that's the kind of look we're going for, I suppose. We want to try to keep it you know, as original as we can. Obviously the back tray is going to be shiny, but it probably won't be once we've put the timber on it and the side gates. So let's continue with this. We'll get this ready for sandblasting. Okay, so the next thing we're just going to work on quickly is the bottom of the doors here. We've got a little bit of rust just in this section here. So we're going to cut this little piece out, this little piece here out, and then I think there's also a little patch on the bottom here. So we'll cut that all out and put some new metal in it, and then we can do the touching up with the aged paint work later on once we've got it all nipped up and back on the single cab. So let's just chop that out, see how we go. Okay guys, so we've got a little bit more sandblasting to do. These sections here need repairing. They've actually broken out, so we have to weld those back in. We're going to sandblast the back side of this engine lid to paint that blue, and Paul's just getting all his battle gear on, ready to go.
Armor plating. And
we've got the doors to sandblast just inside the bottom sections where the water would normally pool. And that little repair area will do that too, and a couple of brackets. So we're just going to get onto the blasting stage, and good day to do it with all the wind going around. And one of my viewers was asking what tree this is.
Locot.
And it's a locot?
Locot.
A locot tree. So it's a fruit, a little orange, little sort of pear-shaped fruit. I'm not sure if it's actually indigenous to Australia. Don't know. We're not sure. But anyway, that's another big big unit here in the backyard. Anyway, we'll yeah, get into some blasting.
gloves, but hey, I didn't bring them. I have.
Alright, so Paul's putting some rust converter. He's got it in a little spray bottle there.
Microfiber cloth.
And we're just...
And gloves. I'll show you.
Yeah, he's got the clear gloves on.
I have got them, but I haven't put them on.
Yeah, that's alright.
We mask up the front to try and keep the rust on it.
So yeah, we want to protect the front side, obviously, for our patina that we want. So we're just going to treat the back side here, and then we're going to apply the fiberglass reinforcement matting stuff, which will give it a bit of body.
Not much body left in this.
No. Well,
but anyway, it's decoration.
Yeah, where it counts, it's gonna be fine. You know, and then of course we'll come back over it later on with an airbrush and some special Nico goop that we're going to make up to replicate the rusty look, and we'll get into that later on once we do the whole single cab. Yeah, that's just a bit of rust treatment onto it. Okay, so we've just set up the bulkhead ready to put some fibre fill on it, and we're using Mike's method of putting some weight by using the spot welder. I'm sure he's going to enjoy that. Yeah, so we're just going to fill all these little voids and, you know, put a little bit of structural rigidity to the back of it.
Some.
We'll see how we go. Righto guys, so what we're doing now is we're just repairing the engine lid hinge holes. These guys here have been snapped completely out, so I've cleaned this section here. Righto, so there's our little repair job. Just welded a new plate in there and another new one over there, and now we're back to square one. Okay guys, so this is a wrap for today's video. We've got a fair bit done today. We've repaired the doors, we've done that bulkhead, Paul's done some sandblasting, and we're ever so closer to getting this single cab finished. I'd just like to thank Mike over in the States for the plug on his channel to try and help grow mine to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks again, mate. That's much appreciated, and hopefully I can get the contact out to more people in the world and they can see what we're up to down here. Anyway, it's been a bit of a wild day, as you can see outside. We've had 40, 50 knot winds, and been a great day for sandblasting to keep all the dust away. But we'll come back to this project next week, and we'll continue on. We've got a little bit more work to do before we can start assembling things. But for now, the words, man. Stay funky, and we'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.